I'm Melissa Volber, and this is my channel. Come grow with me. So what I've got here in my hand today, this is what fell off of my Christmas cactus. I've had this Christmas cactus for maybe 6 or 7 years, probably closer to 7. What happened is probably some root rot. We're going to investigate that. But don't fear. If parts of your Christmas cactus start to fall off like this one here, it's easy enough to remake the plant. So all you have to do, you take this bad boy, and we're going to let him lay on some paper towels in the kitchen somewhere or wherever you can that he'll be left alone, and let him callus over, let it dry on the end. And from there, then we're going to pot it up. We're just going to lay it in some good soil. Put it in a nice little pot, get all the pieces that fell off, and we can regrow them. Let's do it. This isn't all of the pieces, I don't think. I think I've probably got a few more falling off of my Christmas cactus. I'm going to collect them all together. I'm going to get a pot of soil, and I'm going to show you how to put it in there. Now, mine have been sitting out in the bathroom next to the plant, and so they've all calloused over. And what that means is this piece here just turns dry. If it's still wet, it's not focusing. If it's still wet, you want to give it a little time. Because if you rush it, of course, I always like to rush it. If it falls right off and it's still wet and it's not calloused, a lot of times what will happen is it won't root. It'll just start rotting the leaf. The bottom of it. If that happens, say that happened to this one right here. Say you didn't wait, you put it in, this bottom piece started to rot, just take it off. And look at this guy right here. He's already got some aerial roots sticking out. So take this one off, pinch it off, let it dry. Let's not be impatient, kids. And it's going to get a little wilty. Some of these you can see are getting wilty. They don't look good. But look at the little aerial roots it already had. So they'll probably do okay. Alright? I'm real sad these fell off, but it gives me a chance to show you how to fix it. Ooh! Oh! Caught on camera. Did you see that? That one just fell off. That one just fell off because I touched it. Alright, so maybe I waited a few days too long. Now we're going to have to really see if that has a moist bottom or not. I think that one's probably wet. So this one I might have to leave out a little longer. But the little baby single leaf, even though the top is wet, the bottom is dry. So I'm going to stick that in there. I've seen people make a bunch of plants. I've seen people put these in on YouTube videos in just a single leaf. And they grow them. They grow little babies and grow a whole new plant from it. So it can be done. I've seen it. I prefer to put at least 2 or 3 nodes. 2 or 3 leaves of this Christmas cactus. See this one? He's already got bunny ears. He's 2 of them. Now I don't want to touch them too much, so they're going to fall apart. Alright, so let me get that planter going with some soil, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so I chose a pot that I had in my shed. I bought it at Michael's probably last year or the year before, probably super sale. I think they're regularly $8. I bought a yellow one today, actually, for $5. Not with the plant. That's a separate story. But these, if you wait, you can get them on sale. If they're regular price, pull up on your phone. Michaels.com always has 30, 40, or 50% off coupon for regular priced items. If they don't have a coupon going on, you can always pull up the AC Moore or Joann's Fabrics, and they'll price match. They'll use their coupons too. But Christmas cactus wise, I put these 2 in here. Now look at this guy. He's hanging way over. Now I'm not going to be surprised if this node will break too. I'm not going to try and touch it too much. But I'm going to put these guys in here and hope for the best. I'm going to take one of these guys, trying to hold the camera at the same time. Let me look here. Alright, so this one feels good. It feels like it should be on there and everything. And the bottom had dried and calloused over, I think. Feels dry to me. So I'm going to just make a little hole. You could do it with the plant itself if it's okay. Or with your finger or a spoon. I love spoons. They're like little shovels. Shovel food in your mouth or shovel the dirt in your houseplants. Either way. Alright, so I've got them all spaced out. I'm going to keep putting these guys in here. Who was the one that broke? Let me see here. That one feels dry. Oh, maybe it was that one. Well, we'll see, I guess. This one's really looking not good. Can you see that? Let me see if it'll focus on it. Oh, it's really wilted. But I think it just needs, those little roots just need some water. So I'm going to stick him in there. This is a lot of little pieces for this pot, but that's okay. Ow, I think that was the one. That was the one we broke, right? Alright, this one's got whole bunny ears and everything on it. I wonder if he'll stand up, do you think? In the middle? Oh, not really. Well, let's lean him over, see how he does. It's not how I really wanted it to look. But maybe when it gets healthy and strong, then we can root it upright a little better. I'm going to stick that one in there. Can't really see it too good. If you give yourself a spot that's a little less planty, you... Oh, I think that one just broke too. Okay, well, that one's got the roots on the bottom. We're going to stick this little guy in there. Like 1/3 up the way of the leaf. It's hard to see in there. I'm going to tuck them in real good and hope for the best. I have high hopes for it. Oh, maybe this is the piece that fell off? That looks like a fresh break. That might have been it. This little guy, look at how discolored. He's already light. Starting to feel a little sad. But it's got the little roots on it. I don't know if you can see it. Ah, oh, it's so blurry. See if I can focus on that guy. It's got little baby aerial roots from when it was a plant. So hopefully they'll just take off in the soil, getting some nutrition, getting some water. And I'm not going to be heavy-handed watering this because you'll rot them out too. It seems like a lot. Don't be frustrated. You're already sad. Your plant just fell apart. A bunch of these pieces fell off. But we're gonna root it all up. We're gonna make it look good. Oh, now it focused much better. And we're gonna get a whole new plant out of it. My whole plant is not destroyed. Wait till you see that. I'm hoping it's not, from what I can tell. But that's, I don't even know. I'm gonna have to see if I have time tonight to pot that one up. I'm gonna put these guys in there and see if I can't get them all to root, and then I'll have a full plant. If these all take off, I'm going to have a pot with a full plant in it because so many pieces are in there. Usually you're trying to make a new baby plant out of it. Oh, perfect example. Here, let me grab this guy. So look at this little thing. I got him at the grocery store. Oh, I ripped the sticker off. It said 97 cents because it didn't have flowers anymore. But this is literally, if you see, just 2 pieces. And then it grew. So I got him super sale. I love Christmas cactus. That's why I think the first video I'm making here, whether or not it's the first one I upload, this is going to be my first video that I'm making. Christmas cactus is one of my favorites, and I feel like I'm starting to get a very good handle on how to care for them. I'm not going to lie, I have killed 1 or 2, but most of the time it's just my own fault for not watering it. They're not a desert plant. They say they're Christmas cactus, but they're not a cactus. They're actually a succulent. So, I mean, they can hold their thick leaves, so they hold their own water in there for some time. But you can drought them and they'll die. Parts will fall off and stuff. So, but what I want to tell you before I forget also is, see all the little white stuff in there? That's perlite. This stuff. One of the best things you can do is when you're potting up your plants, especially if you're a heavy-handed waterer, is to put extra perlite. Perlite, whatever you want to call it. Perlite, it looks like it says. It's puffed volcanic rock or something. It looks like styrofoam. Add that to your soil. Add extra to your soil. Because it makes your soil lighter. It makes it fluffier, it makes it lighter, and you can put water, and the water will drain better. The water will drain better, and that's very helpful for your plant. Most plants don't like soggy feet. An African violet likes to stay moist all the time, but it doesn't like soggy feet. No one wants to be drenched. You know? Okay, so I've got all the pieces in there. I'm going to take a spritz bottle and I'm going to spray it with water because I don't want to overwater it. I've been known to overwater things. I've certainly given a few plants some root rot. And that is when the plant goes squishy at the roots. Now, if you can propagate that plant from leaf cuttings or other parts, then you can still hang on to some hope. But if you can't and you've gone root rot, then there's not too much you can do. I lost one of my most prized possessions. I had a jade tree. So beautiful. And I don't know if I underwatered it or overwatered it or just loved it too much. And that bad boy died on me. So I've got everybody in the pot. It looks a little crowded, but some of the pieces might not take. If they all do, then I'm still okay. I've got a nice full plant. If not, then I'll have a thinner plant that you snip, clip, repot, repot, repot. That's definitely going to still be something worthwhile. So before I go, I've got to show you Little Fred. Little Fred is a Christmas cactus I got from my neighbor. That her husband had passed away and he had given her this plant. And she was so lovely that she let me have a piece of this plant because I love houseplants so much. So it's near and dear to my heart because we don't have Fred anymore. But what we do have is Little Fred. I actually have to ask her. I don't know if she even has still the original plant. She's not quite the house plant keeper like I am. But I'm going to show you Little Fred. And I had just taken from her plant a little tiny piece. And from that piece, it grew. And so I broke off a piece of the top and I planted that. And then I broke off a piece and planted that. And I kept it under grow lights to make sure it would grow really well. You've got to see. Hang on. Okay, guys. So I think at the end of every video, especially the plant videos that I do, I'm going to show you how Little Fred is doing. Pan up a little so you can actually see all of them. So I can't tell you which is the original piece. This is his third pot. But if you look carefully, you can see he has 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. They're even starting to get woody at the bottom. And they grow up and grow and split. And Little Fred is a red Christmas cactus. The flowers come out red. Gorgeous. Now, recently I've taken pieces off of the longer middle piece. Little Fred, even his new growth, comes out with a reddish color. I think that's because I had him under grow lights and he got so much light. It almost looks like a pink in here in the video. So beautiful. I think there's a little dust or something on there. Yeah. And you'll see the heavy-handed perlite I got in this one too. Now, don't be scared. I'm going to show you that this is not rooted yet. These pieces, that one actually looks okay. This one's still a little wilty. These are the pieces I clipped off. And because I didn't let this one callus over, see this little guy in there? This is a perfect example. Set that piece in there. So I didn't let it callus off, and I let it go in there straight, and I probably watered it way too much. And so it got rotted. See how the bottom is? See if I can't focus on it. Let me get this camera going here. See how the bottom is really, like I had to pinch it off. It's still starting to rot, but I keep trying. But the little in the middle here, that's root. It looks like it's coming right out of the vein, and there's a root. So I'm hoping that maybe it'll take back. I'm not sure what the spotting is on it. But that was actually the bottom of this guy here. So I had to make sure I calloused it over first. I thought, you know, why really do that? Just clip it and put it in. Why is everybody saying that you got to callus it over? There actually is a reason. I can't tell you scientifically why, but the moistness will rot it. So clip them. If you wanted to make more to this, you just clip them, pick a spot. I like to have at least 3 leaves, 3 nodes on there. 3 leaves, 3 nodes, whatever they call. But like I said, I've seen people online on YouTube make new plants out of just 1 piece. That's awesome. Probably takes a bit longer. But I'm hoping that Little Fred will then be more even. I've grown him like this and he's been real uneven, but it's okay. because I knew that through time he would get more even. Plus, guess what? When you put this pot on a windowsill, I have mostly just windowsills that I can grow out of. You put this side by the window, and then that side can grow out, and that makes your life a little easier. Once it grows on all sides, you can't put it on the windowsill because then it's going to touch. And most of the plants that I have that touch the windowsill, the leaves and stuff touching the actual window don't do well because this is Pennsylvania and the winters are cold. I'm going to fix him in a second. So, you know what I might do is hook up one of my plant lights right above him, and maybe that will help the new parts grow a little better. What I've noticed about Little Fred, too, is obviously a maturing, not super old plant. I don't know if he's even a year. I'd have to ask my neighbor when I actually had taken this piece and started growing it. It's probably a year. Maybe it's 2 years. I don't really know. But you'll notice how much smaller the actual pieces are. So there's different kinds of Christmas cactus. There's ones people call a Thanksgiving cactus, and ones people call Easter cactus. And I think I have, let's see here. This is my bathroom. I'm not going to give you the full tour. But that's one of my other Christmas cactus that is about to bloom. A pink one. I forget. They take so long to bloom, I forget who is who. But I put it in a pink pot to try and remind myself. That one looks a little dusty. That's my Rex begonia that's taken its toll. But this is an Easter cactus. So if you look at the leaves on this one are different. They're rounded. The scallops are rounded. You can see. I don't do as well with Easter cactus. I don't know. It's a whole different kind. But I put it in the window right here with my other Christmas cactus. Actually, this is a terrible example. I guess it's the one on the back of my throne. This one has bigger actual pieces. When they grow in, they're bigger than on Little Fred. This one's real leggy. Look at all the stretching out. Probably gotta, I don't know, I just watered that one. It needs a bath. Sometimes you have to put your plants in the tub and spray them down. But you can't do that if your pot doesn't have a hole in it. You can. You just got to make sure that you dump off all the extra water. In my bathroom, I have a window and a sunroof. So my marble queen is fantastic. Check out this one. And look at the white leaf. I don't know if that's a good leaf or a bad leaf if it's going bad. How white that is. But very, very, I mean, pothos is one of my very favorites. I can't help myself. It's actually the one I bought today. I found it at Lowe's outside. It's very cold. Today is May 14th, 2019. Pennsylvania style. It's like low 50s. Low 50s, maybe in the 40s, and it's raining. It's cold. I'm not going to lie. So I love the pothos. I'm hoping to buy more and more of those. I can't get enough of them. I have repotted and regrown. They're very, very easy as a first-time plant. But this video is about my Christmas cactus. And, oh, I didn't even show you the actual one that it came from. All right, let's check that one out. Okay, so this is the actual plant. I refer to this cactus as my love plant, my love cactus. My husband, who was not my husband at the time, we were still just dating, staying with his parents. You know how that goes. Oops, sorry, the beagles are barking. He had brought this to work for me, along with a poinsettia, which the poinsettia is long gone. Oh, beagles running around. So, he had bought this for me. He brought it to work. I thought I could pause for those beagles to stop barking. He had brought this to work at my job, and I just fell in love. It's beautiful. It has pink flowers, all of it except for one piece in there somewhere makes a red flower, which is really neat because the red flower always blooms and the pink. It's not a heavy bloomer because I have not used fertilizer in all these years, and it needs probably a little bit more sun. But for whatever reason, just very, very recently, it has started to just drop whole pieces. So there must be something going on in the soil. It is really packed. I mean, you buy them like this from a hanging basket. You buy them in a hanging basket. Beautiful, beautiful buds all coming off of it and everything. But if you don't take care of it, it's gonna go bad. So it's probably time after 6 years to take it out of this pot and fuddle around in the roots and see what we got. And it may be a lot smaller when I'm done, but that's okay. It looks, all the pieces look healthy. It's what's at the bottom turned out. It must be rotting. I'm not sure why. It seemed like it was doing so well. I'll investigate. I'm not going to be sad. I think it's going to be okay. Christmas cactus seems to be my thing. It really does. I love them. I love the shape of the leaf. You can love the flowers all day long, but you have to love the foliage. Buy a plant for the foliage and then buy it for the flowers. If you buy something for the flowers, then buy an African violet or a streptocarpus, because they'll flower continuously for you. An orchid won't flower continuously, but it will flower, and it will flower for a long time. The Christmas cactus, it's just like a 1 week excitement. You're so excited. It flowers. You make sure you take your pictures because it's not going to last. It literally dies in the week. I think it only takes about a week. So don't be too sad. Love it for the foliage. Love it for the ease of propagation. You can share these with your friends and family all day long. And everybody can have a piece of your plant. And I think that's what's... And we're going to take a pause from the plant talk to show you exactly what is going on. That is my couch cover, all tossed. These are 3 of my 4 beagles making all the noise. It's raining outside, so I can't even kick them out. I mean, it's wet right now, but that's Penny. That flash was Yukon. It's not even that my house is messy. That's the couch cover and a blanket. There's Molly. She doesn't make any sense. Oh my goodness. Oh, multiple dogs. My goodness. So, at the end of the day, don't worry. Your Christmas cactus should still come back. If you have friends who have one, see if you can pinch off a piece and grow one from theirs. They like bright light, but they can do okay in a little bit less. But you can put it in that bright, bright light. Another thing is, once they grow so big, you can pinch off one of the top pieces, put it in the soil, and you can bulk up your plant and grow it a little more. And you know what's a really cool thing I'm going to try? Like I said, my love cactus, it has pink and a red. So get different color Christmas cactuses, put them all in one pot, see how it goes. If you have anything like that, let me know. In the comments below, let me know about your experience with Christmas cactus. And if you've ever had to do this, save a plant and put the pieces in and grow it back. How old is your oldest? That's my next video, probably one of the next. I have one from my great aunt Mabel, who has since passed. She gave that to me maybe 10 years ago. So it's very old. It's not doing wonderful, but I think it might need some extra light too. But we'll touch on that next time. Until then, I hope you have a great day. God bless you, and grow some plants.